Hello and welcome to the Programming in C++ series. We're still on Chapter 3, Input and Output Exercises. Before we start, go ahead and click the like button and make sure you leave a comment at the end. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Pounds. Alright, so the first exercise we're going to be doing is exercise or Programming in C++ Programming Exercises 3-5. An exercise. We got 3 employees in the company are up for a special pay increase. You are given a file and say chapter 3. So we'll go to the ex5 data.txt with the following data. Miller Andrew, Green, Sheila, and Cynthia Emmett. Each input line consists of an employee last name, first name, and current salary, and percent pay increase. For example, in the first input line, the last name of the employee is Miller, the first name is Andrew, the current salary is $65,789.87, and the pay increase is 5%. And we added our expression. Write a program that reads data from a file, enter the weight and height, file specified by the user at runtime, i.e. your program should accept the file name as user input and stores the output in file constant exe to test your program. Use the chapter 3. Let's go ahead and run it. Example 5 data.txt file. Your program will not pass all checks if it does not accept a file name as input from the user and uses the unique data from the file as the input data for your program. For each employee, the data must be output in the following format: first name, last name, updated salary. Format the output of decimal numbers to 2 decimals. Since your program handles currency, make sure to use a data type that can store decimals. We'll use the double here. And task 1. The file is generated correctly with the appropriate information from the program, and then the other file is generated with the correct data. Enter the weight in kilograms, run our code to ensure the output file is created. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure we do that. 264 pounds. Let's look at our code. Alright, so let's go calculate this, and we're already on top. So I'll show you the code while it's calculating. With our include statements. Line 2, line 6. Start with. Look at line 2 through 18 if you're still working on that. Go ahead and pause it. I'm going to scroll down, make some room for these, and that's the rest of the code. And we'll do the F string inline. Then we'll do the string, and then the IO. The whole thing now. Almost. All right, so that's the code. And got 100% on task 1, task 2, task 3. So you go and submit that. Get 100%. No name constant one more time. Let's go down and get our cosmetic straight. Whole thing showing. Let's go over and work here. And let's start our code by. All right. So getting our. If you're still looking at 1 through 20, go ahead and pause it. IF stream, and I'll give you the rest. There we go. And in file. All right. So that's all for that. And then we'll do exercise. We'll go on to the last exercise for this video. And out file. Programming in C++, Programming Exercise 3-4. Let's go down and let's look at what we have in store for our variables. So summary, during each summer, John and Jessica grow vegetables in their backyard and buy seeds and fertilizers from a local nursery. The nursery carries different types of fertilizer in various bag sizes. When buying a particular fertilizer, they want to know the price of the fertilizer per pound and the cost of the fertilizer per square foot. We'll look at the instructions right after this. His current salary, increase rate, and updated salary. Let's characters out. See out. Right. The following program prompts the user to enter the size of the fertilizer bag in the pounds, the cost of the bag, and the area in square feet. that can be covered by the bag. The program should output the desired results. However, the program contains logic errors. Find and correct the logic errors so that the program works properly. So here's what the program looks like. We'll see that on the other screen. So format your output with set precision 2 to ensure the proper number of decimals for testing. Cost per pound and per square foot correctly output. Alright, so let's go to our code. By accident. Alright, let's start with at the top. So we have our include IOStream and include IO manipulate. That looks good. Your namespace std period. It's got semicolon. That's correct. Our variables. Out file. They look good. Did our set precision statement. Nothing wrong with that. Cancel out. Open. Nothing wrong with the enter the amount of fertilizer in pounds in one bag. Chapter 3. Bag size. Enter the cost of the pound fertilizer per bag. Bag size again. Cost. Okay. So we'll enter the cost. Enter the area in square foot that can be fertilized by one bag. So we'll enter the area. Insert there in. So yeah, everything looks good so far. Cost of the fertilizer per pound is bag size divided by cost. That's where we go. So yeah, our string file name. So let's go ahead and switch these two around. Fix that. Cost this one divided by. Alright, so make sure you put lowercase n, and lowercase n on the 3 places where file name is used. Yeah, right. Let's go out file. And then cost of fertilizer per square foot is, it's going to be cost divided by area. So, this would have showed no errors, no errors, but it would have been a logical error. It would show logical error in the output. So the only thing we needed to change, let's double check again, set precision include 2. Alright, looks like that should be the only thing that we need to change, but we'll test that. Alright, so quick look at that real quick. Yep. Everything's in order. So cost divided by bag size and cost divided by area. Right, so we're going to go this. Info. So let's go ahead and run it. The amount of fertilizer in pounds in one bag, let's call it 50-pound bag of fertilizer. Enter the cost of a 50-pound bag of fertilizer, let's call it 20 beans. Enter the area in square foot that can be fertilized by one bag. Square foot, let's call it info, last name, square foot. Cost of fertilizer per pound is 40 cents. The cost of fertilizer per square foot is 40 cents. Alright, first so that's promising. Let's go ahead and calculate this and see if we get our last name back on 100%. That's what we're looking for. And remember, the only thing we had to change is the cost divided by bag size and cost divided by area. If you had made a mistake and you changed something else, you can always go to reset the exercise, reset the code, and it'll bring it back to normal and change these last two. This way. Alright, so once again, let's wait for the 100%. Alright, now another info. And thank you for watching this first video. We covered the exercise 1 through 1, or 3 to 1, chapter 3 to 1, and 3 to 4, or 3-4. Exercise 3-4. So if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, leave a comment, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe so that you can easily navigate. Sometimes these things take a long time to calculate. Sometimes they time out, but we'll leave that as it is, and I'll show you the code again. Yep, calculating your final grade. That happens from time to time. So I'm going to pause it and come back with you whenever that grade is calculated. And divide it by 100. And there it did calculate. It took 3 times. So if it happens to you, don't panic. Just continue to calculate it, or I'm going to have to wait. But when you log off, your code should be saved. So once again, thanks for joining. We'll see you on the next one. Have a wonderful day. So they will come out. First. Quotes. Space in the middle, and then last name. The space between first and last name. Here. Hello and welcome to the Programming in C++ series. We're going to go over some more exercise, Chapter 2 exercise labs. Before we get started, go ahead and smash the like button. If you like the video, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you are not yet subscribed. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. And just to note, if you do subscribe, it makes it easier for you to navigate throughout YouTube, and you'll get notified when new videos are posted. But you have to have a YouTube account in order to be able to comment, like, or subscribe to a channel. But the good news is YouTube accounts are free, and they take about 1 minute to create. So take a minute or so if you have not created a YouTube account, and create one. And we'll go ahead and get started on the first exercise on this video. This will be Programming in C++, Programming Exercise 2-21. In this one, we're going to be doing some... Newton's law states that the force F between two bodies of mass M1 and M2 is given by force equals, that's the quotation, or the statement, in which K is the gravitational constant and D is the distance between the bodies. The value of K is approximately 6.67 times 10 to the negative 8 dyn cm squared over g squared. So, our instructions, we're going to write a program that prompts the user to input the masses of the two bodies, the distance between the two bodies, and the program then outputs the force between the bodies. Your program should be able to work with decimals. So that means, time you see that, that means you're going to be decimals, code real quick. Or later on, maybe floats, not integers. All right, so let's go look at our code, string, and I am nothing to do here. I'm going to go ahead and I open it with a cosmetic. Then we get to line 11 and 12 and declare our variables. They're going to be doubles, so let's go double, in file, out file. Then we do our variables. First name, last name, and file name. 2, double, current salary, increased rate, updated salary. Distance. Then we see out, please enter the file name. And force. These spellings. Then our file name is work there. Let's see. So we'll do this well. And let's go ahead and enter chapter 3 x5 mass. Of that body. Fix, show point. And there, that, and semicolon. Alright. And everything else, and copy and paste it, ready to go. Let's go ahead and try to run it. Let's remember what we gotta put in our one. Output nothing. I guess we just as well. Press on the file, let's run it. Alright, we can copy and paste these. So please enter the file name. Type it if you want to type it for the practice. You're more than welcome. That's right. So this is going to be that file. Yep. Mass. H3 underscore ex5 data. This is going to be mass 2. Text. All right. Let's go down again. Copy this one more time. This time, enter distance between the two bodies. So we entered it. And let's go ahead and check out the grade. There's still a file name in there, isn't it? Nice. And we'll call that distance. And let's go down again. The force. Let's try it out if it doesn't. Perfect. Equal. What is it? So we file in there. 6.67 167 didn't do. Over. So what was that number? 8 zeros. 4, 5, 6, 7 outputs. That's wrong. We could change it. Mass 1 times mass 2 divided by distance times distance. C 1. Okay. And let's get both of those already. So, all right. So enter space. Now let's calculate. And let's go. Cancel out. So we did get 45.45 on that last one. Let's see if this one is the right one. Or if we got to dive back into our code. We will see. Between the two bodies. Still calculating. All right, it worked that time. So we got 100%. Got our 2 green check marks. If you did get 100%, go ahead and submit it. If you didn't, there's another look at the code. And let's look at our code. Leave it there for a little bit. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause it. As we will go ahead on to our next line 2, 3, and 4. We did our right after this include statements. And starting on 11, you can look down to 11 to 30 to see what you're missing if you didn't get 100%.
Your bill, ladies.
I got it. No, you don't.
Right,
yes, I did.
People with the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card prefer to pay because they earn unlimited 2% cash back on purchases. Visit wellsfargo.com/activecash. Terms apply.
46. Make sure you got those correct. And that's all for exercise 3-1. All right, now we're programming in C++ programming exercise 2-22. 5. So we're going to move on to the next one right after this. Now the programming in C++ programming exercise 3-6. This exercise, we're going to write a program that accepts as input the mass in grams and density in grams per cubic centimeters and outputs the volume of the object using the formula volume equals mass divided by density. Format your output to 2 decimals. Output formatted to 2 decimal places. Correct volume output are the 2 tasks that pounds and be measured on. So let's go here and over. So this one we just need our amount of rice. Include statement. And we'll go IO manip. And cosmetic. And let's go ahead and get to the code. So we've got the whole code from there. So everything looks good. Enter the amount of rice in pounds in bag. Rice inline, the number of bags of rice and mass. Fill a metric ton of rice is approximately. And we'll do our precision. Set up precision. So let's go ahead and run that. Precision. Fixed. Enter the amount of rice in pounds in a bag. Precision. Pounds. And semicolon. 5. And our C out. Tags need to fill which ton of rice is approximately 1102. Enter the mass in grams of an object. What we got here. Calculate that. Show code while that's working for you. In case you need more time with it, don't forget. Constant integer pounds and metric ton. Pounds and metric tons equals 2205. And CN. And our IO stream is already included for us. So we did get 100% and we got the green check mark, so that's good to go. Let's go on to our next exercise. All right, let's go into programming in C++. Programming exercise 2-23. And we're going to be doing some Cindy uses the services of a brokerage firm to buy and sell stocks. The firm charges 1.5% service charges on the total amount of each transaction, buy or sell. When Cindy sells stock, she would like to know if she gained or lost on a particular investment. Write a program that would allow Cindy to input the purchase price of each share, the selling price of each share, the number of shares sold, the total amount invested. The program outputs the total amount invested, the total amount received from selling, the total service charges, amount gained or lost. An example program is shown below. So this is what we're looking at. Enter the buying price share, enter the selling price share, enter the number of shares sold, total amount invested, total amount received, total service charges, amount gained or lost. Since your program handles currency, make sure you use the data type that can store decimals, so we're going to use double. Alright, so let's go in and get our code. Yep, spelled Ditzy wrong. Got a lot of room here. Alright, now it's fixed. So let's go ahead and start up top here. Let's go ahead and get our constant, our name constant. Now, let's do our constant. It's going to be an easy out. This is going to be a double. Go with let's call it service charges equals 0.015. Alright, let's get this over here. Mass. Alright, so let's start. Declaring our variables. So double stock buy and price per share. So, all right, so we got it. Good look, quick look at it again. Price per share. IO manip double density and mass. Stock sell price per share. Position 2. Enter the mass in grams of an object, enter the density in grams per cubic centimeter of an object, right? And the volume of the object is stock purchase price. Say, and let's go ahead and run this. Double. Enter the mass in grams sell price. 45. Density. Volume of the object is 1.07. Let's calculate our grade. Let's go ahead and stock service charges down. Buy. And go look at our code again. It calculates. So just take a look at it. It said line 2. We added included our statement, our include statement, and service charges. Declared our variables on line 9, and it looks like we did get a 100 and both green check marks. If you're still doing that, if you didn't get 100, you still need the code. There it is. One integer. So line 2, I'm scrolling down, so make sure you save it if you didn't get line 2 or pause it. Then line 9, show you the rest of the code that's been done. Give you a few seconds to look that over. Alright, so that's it for exercise 3. Alright, so let's dash our 6. So if you're not done, just pause it. But we're moving on to the next exercise, and we're going to be doing. So we're programming in C++. Program exercise 3-7, and this is where we will interest on a credit card's unpaid balance is calculated using the average daily balance. Suppose the net balance is the balance shown in the bill. Payment is the payment made. D1 is the number of days in the billing cycle, and D2 is the number of days payment is made before billing cycle. Then the average daily balance is equals net balance times D1 minus payment times D2 divided by D1. Okay. If the interest rate per month is say 0.0152, then the interest on the unpaid balance is interest equals average daily balance times 0.0152. So write a program that accepts as input net balance D1, payment D2, and interest rates per month, which is interest rate. The program outputs the interest, formats do you output to two decimal places? So we use a double again. And for task 1, we just need to correct interest calculated and output. So is that correct? Paste that. Change this to sale. All right, let's get started. So we'll definitely need to add our include statement. Change this to sale. IO manip. And line. Do our cosmetics. Make some room to work. Prices. And let's get to work. Price. Let's go ahead and declare our variables. We have doubles this time, so let's go double. We have net balance equal, and we have payment stock by D1 and D2 price per share. And times interest rate. Shares sold times. Right, next service charge precision by out fixed show point service charges and set precision. This one. Alright, so now we'll do some more see out. So let's go stock and sale price. Enter the net balance. Stock buy price per share. Stock sell price per share. That's going to be shares sold minus going to be net balance. Charges, sale, inline. Right, we're going to need that again because we're going to do each of these the same way. So, next variable is going to be payment. So, let's do this DA, D1 first. Alright, let's go out. So, enter the number of days in the billing cycle. Alright, let's take a quick break for this. We'll be right back. Alright, console out. And we're going to go with total amount invested. Crazy. Alright, and this is going to be D1. Yeah. There's dollars this time. Dollar sign. And let's go to stock. Let's come down in. Paste that one again. And we're going to make this one enter the payment amount. Alright. This again. Enter the payment amount. There. And this is going to be payment received. Right. And another paste. And this is going to be stock sell. Enter the number. Let's go enter the number of days payment is made before billing cycle. It'll be D2. Let's make this D2 first. Total service charges made for the cycle. Right, and then finally interest rate. Interest rate. Space right here. And let's see. Enter the interest rate. This line. Finish this one per month. Service charges by plus and service charges sale. And then what counts out statement, but we don't need the rest. So look at that. And this one wrong. The interest rate on the unpaid balance. Amount gained or loss is, and let's go. Let's go dollar sign, and we'll do net balance. Times that now minus 2. Stock sale price early. We'll divide that by minus stock purchase. D1 times short price. Line. So clear it up. Look at this again. Right. So we've got that lit. Let's see what we got from the top. And constant. Which is the devil service charges equal to 0.015. So we got our 1.5%. IO manip. Include statement. Variable stock buy prices net balance per share, stock sale prices per share, stock purchase price, stock sale price, service charge buy, service charge sale, enter the net balance sold, enter the buying prices in the billing cycle, stock enter the payment amount, enter the selling price, days payment is made for the billing cycle, stock sale enter the interest rate per month, enter the number of shares sold, interest rate of the unpaid balance shares sold. All right, so let's go ahead and run that. Let's get the errors there. Total amount invested. Total amount received, space balance, so total service charges, space 456. Enter number of days in bill cycle, gained or lost. Enter the payment amount, get this ran, 267. Enter the number of days payment is made for 4 days. Enter the interest rate per month, 0.015. Say how many shares she bought. I didn't have to do theirs. We'll check just in case. So we can enter that buying price of shares. Let's go with Tesla 220. Enter the selling price per shares. All right, interest rate on the unpaid balance is $52.01. 333. Calculate that rate grade to see what we got. Enter the number of shares sold. I'll take you back to code so we can 185. Look at it. Hopefully we don't have to revisit that again. So 2 IO manip or loss again. If you're looking at 2 through 21. Here. You can go ahead and pause it. So I'm scrolling down. Total amount invested to the end. Get those numbers. There we go. Check it out. And we did get 100% on that. So that grade is, that code is good to go. And we got our green tag. So it's not all right. Good. So let's move on to our next one. But first, we'll check out this. So programming in C++, programming exercise 2-24, and we're going to be checking out. Linda is starting a new cosmetic and clothing business and would like to make a net profit of approximately 10% after paying all the expenses. The length of the picture frame is 1.5 times the width. Store rent with a program that prompts the user to input the length of the wire. The program then outputs the length and width. Know how much the merchandise should be marked calculated so that after paying all the expenses at the end of the year, she gets approximately 10% net profit on the merchandise cost. Note that after marking up the price of an item, she would like to put the item on 15% sale. Next, write a program that prompts Linda to enter the total cost of the merchandise sale, the salary of the employees, including her own salary, the yearly rent, the estimated electricity costs. Program that outputs how much the merchandise should be marked up as a percentage so that Linda gets the desired profit. Since your program handles currency, make sure to use a data type that can store decimals with a decimal position of 2. That we're going to use devil and correct markup. The task 1, correct markup percentage calculated and output. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in our. Let's get into the length of the wire. So let's start with our include statement. Include IO. And let's do our cosmetic bracket. And we'll drop down. So let's start by declaring our variables. They're going to be doubles. First, let's go merchandise costs. Let's divide it on and width. Then let's go employee salary, but salary short. Then rent, about 5 per month. Then let's go. So that is electricity cost. Frame width. Total costs. Space and markup. 1.5 times. Alright, so we set precision. Fixed inline. Show point. Mask. As well. Frame width. Set precision. And 2. And semicolon. Alright, so let's get our cout. Quotes. Enter merchandise costs. Frame width. Again, semicolon, CN, variables, characters length of the wire, wire length, inline, wire length, merchandise, let's go by merchandise 5.0, and everything looks good. So let's go ahead and run this. Costs, colon, enter length of the wire, 26, and inline. Go ahead and calculate that. Now let's go ahead and use these again like we did last time. I'll bring you back to the code so you can look at the code in case you didn't get it on the first try. So we made a mistake. Next, I'll go ahead and employee salary. So enter employees total salary. Correct. There it is from line 8 to 18, the short one. So while we wait for this to calculate, and it's got a green check mark, so we got our 100%. So if you got 100% on this one, go ahead and submit it. If you didn't get 100%, go ahead and look at the code again. Leave it there for a few seconds for you to make sure that you got it. Let's go ahead and so if you need more time, go ahead and pause it as we're going to move on to the next exercise. Enter store rent. But we'll do that right after we've returned. Alright, we're on programming in C++, program exercise 2-25. And this one, very similar to the last one, a piece of wire is to be bent in the form of a circle this time to put around a picture frame. Write a program that prompts the user to input the length of the wire. The program then outputs the radius and area of the circle. You may assume that pi is equal to 3.1416. Declare pi as a named constant with the value. Do some math. So we'll be going up top. So we got 2 correct output costs calculated and displayed, and equals pi declared as a constant. So 1 divided by. So you can do it without that a longer way, but let's do that first. Let's do minus sales price percent pi equal to sale price percent 3.1416. Alright, take this down, get our cosmetics together, clear sale price percent. Now let's get ready to code it. Sale price percent. Alright, declare our variables. We're going to have same double wire length. Actually, that's why. No, it's not total costs. can't spell good. Markup. I wonder if it's why. And let's get this out of the way. GTH. Total cost will be merchandise costs. Ahead of myself. Merchandise costs. Plus employee salary. Cancel out. Enter. Plus rent plus electricity. So that's just everything. Plus rent. Plus electricity. Plus. There we go. Okay, so we'll fill in. Now the markup is going to go. Wire goes to 1 and cancel in. And then we have water month. 2 of those. So 1 minus sale price percent. Radius. Times that 2 times merchandise costs. Constant is times that and there. And cancel out cost plus radius of the circle. Total cost plus merchandise costs times radius. In line, close out that one, and then we got right as well. So area of the circle. 2 of them. Copy these if you want. 1 after this. That's why it's 2. So it's 2 area, and then 1. There. Really? So let's look at our code again. Profits. Constant. Alright. Double wire length and radius. Enter the length of the wire. Wire length and length. Radius equals wire length times or divided by 2 times pi. And radius of the circle. Radius. Showing area of the circle. That's why no one's doing these. So up here at our name our name constants. Pi times radius const double times radius. Sale price percent. There we go. Sale price percent equals 0.15, and then now let's look at it. Let's go ahead and run this. I think we got it lit. I'll leave you with the code by that calculator or whatever. And semicolon. And wire. The length of the wire. And 46. 45. Now let's clear up. There we go. It looks good. So now should be cleared up now. Calculate it and leave you with the code while it calculates. Alright. So you got something, you didn't get it, you can get it. Let's declare it as a variable. No, it's right here. So it said the name constant from line 5 all the way down to line 19 was our code. So make sure you got that. That's clear. Alright, so and the more you do this, the more you practice, the better you get at it. So don't get discouraged. I still make mistakes, and I'm good at making mistakes. All right, so calculate grade. We got 100%. We got our 2 green check marks, task 1 and task 2. So that's all for that one. I'll leave it there for a few seconds. If you need more time, go ahead and pause that. But we're going to move on to the next exercise. Programming in C++. Programming exercise 2-26 should be. And a room has 1 door, 2 windows, and a built-in bookshelf, and it needs to be painted. Suppose that 1 gallon of paint can paint 120 square feet. Write a program that prompts the user to input the length and width in feet of the door, each window, the bookshelf, and the length, width, and height of the room. So the program outputs the amount of paint needed to paint the walls of the room. All right, correct output calculated displayed. And looks like we're gonna be so we got to do percentage. All right, doors, windows, 2 windows, bookshelf, and length, width, and height of the room. All right, so this is what we got. Got some work to do. We'll do a lot of copy and paste in here. So let's start do our constant, small, same constant thing, and 1 gallon of paint. So all right, so we did include our IO manip double. Then on 6 and 7, our name constants, sales price percent, and profit gallon. Then on 12 and 13, our variables, merchandise costs, 120 for employee salary, rent, electricity costs, total cost, and markup. All right, use so 1 word. Then our setup position on line 15. Then our statements. We're going to go ahead and 17, start with our doubles to 31. Copy of C outs and CNs. 8 print. Type of merchandise costs. Employee salary, rent, and electricity costs. Double. Looks like there. And then our math total cost equals merchandise cost plus employee salary plus rent plus electricity. Door markup 1 divided by 1 minus the sales percentage. So all those were cleared up. All right, so we're going to do copy and paste these. Yes, okay, got it. So let's go ahead and run it and see what we got. And this is going to be window 1. Enter merchandise costs. Which is going to be window 1. $24. Employees enter employee total salary. Window 2. This company crazy. 2 and window 2. Let's do this again. Since we had to make spelling issues. All right, enter merchandise costs. The next one's going to be 100. Book shelf 100. Rent 450. And bookshelf. This costs 200. Merchandise should be marked up approximately 100. So he's like, yeets. All right, so let's calculate that. I think we got that right. And look at the code again while we're calculating that. So we got 1 through 23. Last one. Go ahead and pause that. Height. Go down. GHT. And all right. So that's the code. You can pause that if you haven't got it yet. Now we'll go ahead and paint area. The green and the 100%. And I'll give you some better eyes on that code. Okay. Now the paint needed. Go. Top again. And there's the middle again. Count out. And there's the bottom. So we wanted to say enter the length and width of the door. You see the other half of this. In case you missed it. And then back. Alright, that was it for the exercise 3-8. And that's all for this video. We'll pick up on the next video. So remember, please like and leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you've already done so, thanks for becoming a subscriber, and you will get notified every time a new video is posted. So take care, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next one.